Hey guys, so I did a brief walk around on my lathe yesterday, and I actually am dying to turn it on because I bought all these damn machines and I have not had not one chance to actually use any of them because there's pretty much something wrong with every one that I bought, and that's okay. I kind of understood that from the get-go. I knew there was going to be some work to be done. But it's like project 4762. So I did. I snuck out of work a little bit early, and I had to come over and power up to South Bend. And I am very surprised and very pleased with how quiet the machine runs, and even how quiet the gears are. Although I have to do a little research on the back gears because it looks like there's something going on with the bull gear here. I think there's supposed to be a knob. I have to check on my other 13 and see. I can move this one around, but somehow I'm not sure if it's correct or not. So we'll leave it as is. I know you guys are kind of waiting to see how this baby fires up, so I have her on the slowest position. I'm going to leave her at the slowest position just to give you a quick demonstration. I oiled all the ports as best I could. I lubed everything up. I bought all the South Bend lubricants. I am a little question on why there's no Getz oilers here and here. I am also a little questioning on what's going in here. I noticed that there's just a hole there, and I believe there's supposed to be like a little chrome ball type push-in oiler. And also the tailstock is missing the Getz oiler. And what's a little curious is compared to the other areas of the lathe, I know this guy who I bought it from cleaned it up and painted it. I don't know when he did that. But this is in quite a bit different condition than the rest of the machine. And I'm not going to worry about that. It's possible he just got lazy towards the end and didn't paint it. But anyway, there you go. And after I run this machine for a couple of minutes, or a minute or so, I'm going to bring you guys over to all the other gear that I got with it. So here we go. We're going to power it on. I have to go ahead and switch a wire on my phase converter because it's running backwards. So here we go. Forward gear and slowest speed. I know a lot of you guys are using the VFDs. That's a possibility that I might. I'm not really sure that I have to turn it down to creep along, but that's quite possible. You know, we could possibly do that at some point. We'll see how it goes. And here we have the gears. The gears are looking all in fine condition, although they're kind of dirty. We'll pull them all out. We'll soak them in some of Brad Jacobs' favorite purple power, and we'll put them back on and relubricate them. And let's engage the feed mechanism and fire it back up again. Oh, sorry. I guess I must have had it in feed position all along. That's how quiet it was. So I have to say, those gears are darn quiet. I am really happy with that. That is quiet as quiet can be. Just go ahead and take it out of gear. Now here she is out with the gears out. That is really quiet. So next step will be I'm going to bring my infrared gauge, my temperature gauge. I'm going to see how these guys, if they're getting hot or not, if they need any adjustments. And I'll check the run out of the chuck. I think I did pretty well for myself there. I'm going to take you guys over to the table where I have all the parts that I got with the lathe. So here are the parts that I got with the lathe. Some lathe leveling feet. which are pretty nice. I think if I was going to use these, I'd build some heavier duty ones. This looks like the AXA series of tool holders. Interesting, they're Suzuki. I never heard of Suzuki. I would expect if they're made in Japan, like Suzuki, then they'd be pretty good. I did a quick Google search on them and I couldn't find them. So, but they look like AXA, whereas the quick tool post holder on the lathe itself is a BXA. I was kind of thinking of getting an AXA quick change holder for my 11-inch Delta Rockwell lathe. I don't know if you guys can comment on that. It's an 11-inch. It's a pretty stout lathe. You know, if I could put a BXA, if you guys think that's appropriate, if I could put a BXA holder, then I could kind of interchange all my BXA tooling, and I would just as soon get rid of the AXA stuff and keep one set. But there's quite a few accessories to it. More Suzuki. And there is a cutter holder, which with all my old lathe stuff, I did have quite a few of these cutter holders, and I subsequently sold that stuff off when I sold my old equipment. Now we have a 3-jaw buck chuck, which I think is pretty good. I have the collet and the drawbar, and I also got a collet chuck with the lathe, so I think that's pretty good. The guy I bought this from, he had purchased the wick set, and I guess you can kind of see what he didn't use, and he didn't use most of it, so we'll do that. Alright guys, that's all for now. Thanks for checking this portion of my series out, and please like and subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos ASAP.